Today's video is the last in my entire week of uploads, so I thought we'd finish on a fairly nice Tardis. So this review is of Uriel's Tardis rewrite, which has been updated. I think he told me it is the final update, so no more updates for this after that. But if we go in, you may not be so disappointed. Let's go. So this is his custom interior, described by Dr. Genocide as very green. In fact, it is very green indeed, and has a strange background sound which repeats itself quite often, but it's not too loud, so I'm not going to mind too much. So when I first reviewed his Tardis, there was one thought going through my mind when I was doing it, and it is, well, he's got to get better at making Tardises. He must do, surely. And I can say he definitely has, because this has come such a long way since his first Tardis, and it's a lot better in many ways. I'm sure not everyone will like it because it's very green, but it's quite nice. I mean, the textures from a distance are fairly nice to look at, and I like the shadow, the way these lights roundels have been done, making it look fairly decent. So we've got some bookshelves here, some green books, if you're into reading green books. I'm not sure what green books are about, being creative. Here are some chairs which you can indeed sit on, which look very much like ginormous toilets, but you can sit down on them. And now I'm stuck. Great. What is actually going on here? Oh my god. Why is my foot up to my head? Okay, so I've escaped, and have a look at the entrance, which is quite interesting. It's kind of like being tunnelled in. You can look inside, close the doors. It's quite a shaky door. But onto the console then. Fairly nice. All the panels have exactly the same button but at different positions. I'm assuming this is because he kind of rushed a bit, but we can indeed take it up. Flying wardrobe, and I think some of them. I think it's this one here, which one of them. This one. There we go. That makes us invisible, except if you open the doors, which is, I suppose, slightly strange. That can make us see through. This one does nothing, apparently. Does it enable float? No. That one does. There you go, that's flight. This one dematerializes. And here we have the time rotor, which I think is quite cool, the way it lights up. Quite interesting. Looks more like it's pumping something, but let's look at something else. Perhaps the vortex, because that's also green. Of course it would be. After, of course, walking across the green carpet. What is that? What is it? It's at a lower resolution than the floor, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty dark and very green. Let's go ahead and land it then. There we go. I like how the vortex had no longer clips through buildings and stuff. That's nice. I would describe the sound in the background as only madness. But if you don't like it, you can always just go into console and type stop sound, and then it goes to be silent inside once flight has been off. There we go, nice and quiet. Flying up here, we got some cables that seem to be flying out of the centre of it, looking kind of like the Silence's Tardis. But it is kind of cool, and I like it. Up here we have a diamond, or a green diamond, an emerald. That's the one, and everything in this Tardis seems to line up to quite. It's got all. It's interesting. It's all got quite good lines of perspective. So yeah. So overall, I think Tardis has come a very long way, and it is very good indeed. And I definitely recommend that you download it to have more fun with the Tardis extensions. Of course, they're great fun to be had. So if you're bored of the normal Tardises, you can play with something a little more extreme. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.